Good day, and thanks for stopping by GardenStateWeather.com and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, your source for forecast information 24 hours a day. This is the in-depth analysis video forecast discussion for Monday, August 19th, 2013. And starting things out this morning before sunrise with generally cloudy skies, even though the surface chart here shows lots of clear sky here in some of these regions with the circles being absolutely clear. But we do have some fog across interior sections, some haze too, especially over northwestern New Jersey and parts like Sussex County and Somerville having some haze and fog this morning too. And other than that, winds are very light. They're generally from the southwest at about 10 miles an hour or less. And temperatures are generally running from the upper 50s into the lower 60s this morning, with the dew points also from the upper 50s to the low 60s. Temperatures this morning, again, 69 in New York City, and temperatures other side of upper 50s to lower 60s. Infrared imagery this morning shows the clouds across the region. The infrared imagery really showing up the low clouds across the region this morning as well. We have some rain out here in Pennsylvania, and this is all moving to the north and east. We can see in the upper level southwesterly flow today more showers getting into Pennsylvania, also into the Virginias. This area here, the New Jersey, New York City, Philadelphia metro area, will see some showers and probably a low-top thunderstorm across the region during this afternoon, but most of this energy will shift off the coast during the late afternoon and evening, and that sets us up for some fine but warmer weather on the way for Tuesday and Wednesday. Latest water vapor imagery this morning shows the wave of low pressure that passed off the coast last night and the frontal boundary that is now across the central and southern regions of the mid-Atlantic states. Generally weak high pressure in control, a 1022 millibar high across the region this morning, and still a stream of moisture in the upper level southwest flow. If we take a look at the flow here, it's basically this trough axis here which still has to make its way off the coast. Large high pressure system off the South Atlantic coastal waters. This is going to be infiltrating into our region with a much more humid air mass. Temperatures probably getting close to 90 in Philadelphia tomorrow on Tuesday and possibly on Wednesday too. But the impacts will be noticeably much higher humidity and drier weather on the way for tomorrow and Wednesday as well. Just a little bit of fog across the region this morning. In Sussex County, we have 1.25 miles. That's improving. We had a half a mile just about an hour ago. This is at the Sussex County Airport where the temperature is 59, dew point 59, humidity 100%, and broken ceilings there with some haze. We also have in Somerville at the Somerset Airport a half a mile in visibility and fog this morning, and the temperature and dew point both in the upper 50s, humidity 94%, and this will begin to burn off as the morning happens to continue. Other than that, generally fair VFR conditions. Visibility is better than 10 miles throughout much of the rest of the region this morning. Surf zone forecast for New Jersey and Delaware beaches today will be considerably cloudy with an isolated shower and thunderstorm. There's a moderate risk of rip currents here along the New Jersey facing beaches and a low risk across the Delaware beaches today. High temperatures will be in the low to the mid 70s. Winds out of the southwest at 5 to 10 miles an hour. Surf calm between 2 and 3 feet. UVI index even under those clouds will be at 8, so sunscreen is a must. And once again, a moderate risk of rip currents across the region. And the next high tide cycle at Atlantic City will be at 6:52, and the next one in Rehoboth Beach in Delaware at 7:08 tonight. And the surf zone forecast for New York beaches from Coney Island out to Hither Hills and Montauk Point. There's a low threat of rip currents along the New York, Long Island facing beaches during today. The UVI index will be high, lightning risk is low, surf temperature is around 70 degrees, and the surf is around 2 to 3 feet. Namorph composite reflectivity product off the Penn State eWall site this morning shows the high and mid-level cloudiness across the region, and there's some lower clouds across the region as well in terms of fog and haze, which will begin to burn off right as the sun comes up this morning. The NAM future forecast for reflectivity here is having a hard time pinpointing exactly where the showers will be. Looks like most of the area will begin to clear off by later this evening and tomorrow morning, with just a few scattered showers and an isolated shower or thunderstorm across the region, but most of the region should remain fairly dry across the northern half of the region, with most of the activity across the southern mid-Atlantic and northern mid-Atlantic. And it looks like Tuesday morning, again, starting out with much more sunshine across the region, maybe some cumulus clouds, a northwest wind during the afternoon as the trough axis passes off the coast, high pressure building in at the surface and aloft. And for most of the day tomorrow and Wednesday, we're looking for generally cloud-free skies, maybe a few clouds, but not many can be manufactured under this pattern. And temperatures probably approaching the upper 80s in and away from the water over interior sections, as well as the Delmarva Peninsula and the Delaware River Valley area could get temperatures close to 90 degrees, especially near the Philadelphia metro area on Wednesday afternoon. And the agricultural forecast from Rutgers University in New Brunswick, rainfall amounts none through Tuesday, winds for spraying northwest at 5 miles per hour today. A light northwest winds tonight and northwest at 5 miles an hour on Tuesday. Humidity values 45 to 55% today, 90 to 100% tonight, and 45 to 55% Tuesday. Dew points will be in the upper 50s today, the lower 60s tonight, and mid 60s on Tuesday. Fair to good drying conditions today and Tuesday, and there is moderate dew tonight, moderate dew on Tuesday night, 40% sunshine today, and a much better day with 90% sunshine on Tuesday. Storm Prediction Center has placed our region, northwestern New Jersey, down to Philadelphia, the northern Delmarva region, into a slight risk of a thunderstorm during today. And that area of thunderstorms will now shift to the south across the southern regions during the day on Tuesday, with absolutely no threat of severe weather and mostly sunny skies during tomorrow. And the same conditions can be felt on Wednesday too, but there is still a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms to get into central southern New Jersey and the northern Delmarva region. This is just a general categorized area here. Nothing severe or widespread is anticipated even on Wednesday. Surface chart this morning shows high pressure across the region, is particularly cresting over the Virginias this morning, with the southwest flow around the high and lots of cloud cover and fog and haze across the region too, as we have a swath of clouds here just to the west and across the region as well. And this means that high pressure is actually going to be building further inland and northward, aloft and at the surface during the day on Tuesday and Wednesday, providing very warm and much more humid conditions. Great summertime weather both days to be at the beach. NamWharf Composite, actually not NamWharf, GFS forecast going into motion here shows the high pressure area over the region. The high will continue to build over the region, keeping most of the shower and thunderstorm activity to the south, but still today as the trough and weak shortwave pass through the region and off the coast, there's still a shot of a shower across northern regions as well. Most of this will begin to die off as the high begins to infiltrate our weather, with rising heights in the surface and aloft, providing mostly sunny skies during the day on Tuesday and Wednesday, and a much more humid air mass putting into place for the first time. We could see temperatures approach 90 in Philadelphia both Tuesday and especially on Wednesday afternoon. These would be the first time if we did get to 90 degrees for the entire month of August thus far. High pressure will continue to build across the region during the day on Tuesday and into Wednesday, and eventually we're going to have another cold front approach the region later on Thursday night and Friday. There's going to be a return flow of moisture here across the mid-Atlantic coast states during the afternoon on Wednesday, and more cloud cover getting in here on Wednesday night and Thursday as the high pumps in southwesterly winds and very warm and humid tropical or subtropical air, and a cold front across the eastern Canadian regions into the Great Lakes region moves in our direction and passes off the coast with some showers and thunderstorms during the day on Thursday, particularly Thursday afternoon and Thursday evening. And then cool, dry Canadian high pressure begins to build into the forecast region during Friday afternoon, and the high will be in place across the region on Friday afternoon and Friday evening. But there looks to be on the GFS either some feedback here or basically just another trough or short wave in the mix here, providing some shower activity on Friday afternoon before that finally clears off. And it looks like the GFS from last night wants to show a wave of low pressure here developing on the frontal boundary That would mean a rather wet Saturday morning across the coastal regions. And once again, we saw this happen this past weekend where we had more shower activity over the last 24 hours across northwestern New Jersey and the Poconos and down through the Delaware River Valley. So the GFS might be onto something here. We'll just have to wait and see. And by the time Saturday evening and Sunday rolls around, high pressure builds into the forecast region with plenty of dry air in place, and that dry weather looks to stick around for the early part of next week with a modifying air mass in place. And the tropical activity in the Atlantic is quite calm this morning. The wave that was over the Gulf and the Yucatan has dissipated, and also Erin has dissipated, and there's about a 0% chance of anything occurring here across the Atlantic over the next 5 days. So that's it for your Monday. Get ready for hot, humid weather. Nice weather coming up for Tuesday and Wednesday. Perfect days to be at the beach. For Garden State Weather and gardenstateweather.blogspot.com, I'm forecaster Robert Smith. I'll be back bright and early with you again on Tuesday morning. Have a great Monday, everybody.